Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara, and today's video is going to be my February housing market update. So as always, I'm going to be breaking up this video into a few different sections, those being price, inventory, mortgages, local news, and other. I just want to add really quickly before I jump into the video that if you have not subscribed already, definitely go down below and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell as well so that you are notified of future videos. Alright, let's start out with price on a national level. If you've watched some of my past videos, you'll know that I've covered lumber prices over the past few months and how they've spiked and then came down a bit, went up again, and I do have a little bit more of an update for you. So with the wildfires that have happened recently in the West, and also the Biden administration increasing tariffs on Canadian softwood lumber, this has caused lumber prices to go up roughly 85% just in the last 3 months. So naturally, when lumber prices go up, this means that the cost of new construction and certain renovations will increase. And of course, that cost will be pushed on to the buyer. So if you're someone out there who has been considering building a home, this statistic will certainly impact you. Jumping into price on a local level, I don't actually have any statistics to share with you guys today in terms of Buncombe County specifically, but I do have some on the general Asheville region. So year over year, the average sale price in the general Asheville region has gone up 12.8%. In addition to that, rent prices have also been going up. So in Asheville, the median price for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment is just over $1,300. If you're looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, you're going to be looking at paying right around $1,770. This is up 25% in the last 12 months. I do want to say, as I've said in past videos, that this is pretty specific to Asheville City and the very nearby areas. If you are looking outside of Asheville, let's say Weaverville, maybe Swannanoa or Leicester, you're not really going to be looking at those prices necessarily unless you're looking for a maybe single family home. But I did want to share this because I know there are plenty of people out there who do want to be in the middle of the action in Asheville. So if that's what you're looking for, those are the prices you're probably going to be seeing. Let's move on to inventory on a national level. I'm going to put a chart up on the screen that came from a Redfin report that I was reading, and it shows you that 34.1% of homes that came on the market last month were actually new construction homes. This number was right around 25.4% in the year prior. So as you can see, the construction of new homes definitely is occurring. I know that a lot of people have been asking me, if there's so much demand, where are the builders? Why aren't they building? And the thing is, they are building some. It's just that they're dealing with a lot of labor shortages, material shortages. It's just going to take some time for them to catch up with the massive amount of demand that we've been seeing. Another statistic I want to share is that active home inventory dropped below 1 million in December. This is nearly 41% lower than we saw 2 years ago. So if you're a buyer out there on the market, I'm sure this is no surprise to you. We have been dealing with inventory shortages across the country and of course here in Asheville for quite some time. That leads me into local inventory. So for the general Asheville region, year over year, new listings are down 17.4%. That might not seem too bad, but when you look at the inventory of homes for sale, in other words, not just new listings, but all homes that are listed as active on the MLS, we see the inventory is down 44.8% year over year for the Asheville region. That is massive. So as I mentioned a little bit ago, we are definitely dealing with some inventory shortages here locally as well as nationally. And I would say that is one of the biggest hindrances for home buyers currently. I remember years ago when I would go out and show a buyer a home, they fell in love with it, placed an offer, and maybe we were competing with one other person. Sometimes it was just us, and if we placed an offer, there was a pretty good chance of us getting it and us being able to come to terms with the seller. But nowadays, there is just so much competition out there that you really have to persevere and have a lot of patience and some pretty tough skin to be a buyer in this market. It's definitely not easy out there for buyers right now, and it certainly is a seller's market. I'm not saying that to discourage you if you are currently a home buyer or if you are considering entering the housing market. It's definitely possible to get a home under agreement even in this market. For example, I believe that this year so far I've had 4 accepted contracts, so there definitely are buyers that are getting under agreement. You just have to have a bit of patience. Alright, let's move on to mortgages. This is probably the biggest topic of this whole video, and if there's any time to pay attention in the video, I would say it's definitely right now. I'm going to pop up a link on the screen to a video that I recently posted about what's happening to mortgage interest rates, where I go into quite a bit of detail about what's happening, why they're increasing, what's happening to vacation loans, but I will give you a very brief overview in this video. But again, if you want a detailed breakdown, definitely go check out that video. So you may have already heard about this, but mortgage interest rates are increasing at a rapid rate. So we ended last year right around 3%, and just in the past few days, we have reached 4% for interest rates. That much of an increase in that short period of time is really not that normal. If you recall from some of my videos towards the end of last year, I mentioned some forecasts for what interest rates might do this year, and every forecast I was seeing was predicting maybe 3.5% by the end of the year, possibly 4%. That was one of the higher predictions, and now we've hit 4% and it's only February. So this just goes to show you that even some of the best financial analysts out there can't necessarily predict what's going to happen around the corner. So I tried to ride this home to a bunch of home buyers last year when interest rates were just below 3%, and I told everyone these are historic lows and they're really, really good, and we really don't know when they're going to increase. Because of course, those predictions were just that, they were predictions. Something else I wanted to mention is that we ended the year of 2021 with the fewest foreclosures on record. I just read an article yesterday that mentioned foreclosure filings, which includes default notices, scheduled auctions, or bank repossessions. Picked up a lot in January, which resulted in a 29% increase from the previous month, or double from what we saw a year ago. Despite this big increase, we are still seeing historically low foreclosure rates. So you might see some headlines out there that say things like huge spike in foreclosures, big wave of foreclosures coming, but really it's just comparative. So if we compare it to last year when there were still some protections in place, sure, the number of foreclosures has definitely gone up. But the rate we're seeing now is less than half of what we saw in January 2020, before the pandemic even began. Another bit of information I wanted to share is regarding vacation homes, and again, I mentioned this in the video that I posted recently about interest rate spikes and vacation home loan changes. But to give you a really quick overview, interest rates for vacation homes are going to be jumping up. I've even seen them start jumping up already, but they're really going to start ramping up around the beginning of April. I've heard a variety of predictions about how much they're going to increase, anywhere from 0.25% to 1% higher than where they've been. But the most important thing to note is that if you're someone who's out of state looking to purchase a vacation home around Asheville, definitely speak to your lender before starting that process of looking at homes and making offers. Because if you got a pre-qualification or pre-approval letter from a lender a couple months ago, then that interest rate is going to be quite different than what it is now. So definitely speak to your lender before placing any offers. Because of all these interest rate increases, we are also seeing that mortgage refinance applications are down 53% from a year ago. Alright, moving right along. Well, I don't really have anything in terms of local news, but I do have one last random statistic to share with you. And that is that home buyers that purchased a home last year viewed a median of 8 homes before buying. This is the lowest amount that we have seen since the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, started tracking this data way back in 1987. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I also quickly want to mention before I sign out the video that if you have not yet received my free homebuyer guide, I will leave my contact information in the description box below, as well as at the end of this video. So reach out to me anytime and I will be happy to provide that to you. Also, if you guys are looking for any local lender recommendations or a free comparative market analysis on your home, or possibly you want to look at some places around Asheville, tour them in person, definitely reach out to me. I am always available. And if you want to see more content from me, I will leave my Instagram handle here. Feel free to go follow me over there. I'm pretty active on stories. I'd say I'm on there probably every day, and I do some posts occasionally as well. So if you want more up-to-date data or kind of some behind the scenes in my life or more personal information about me, then that would be the best place to follow me. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like button, comment below, let me know what videos you want to see next, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your family and friends. It really helps my channel to grow. All right, everyone, I will see you very soon in the next one.